get back to our project, we'll see that this horizontal display is back right away. In the next case, we will be using something more. Instead of using a single individual units or columns, now we are about to use 2 blocks, each consisting of 6 individual columns. That means those blocks will be 6 columns wide individually. Now if we get back to our project, first of all, comment them out and put this thing here, div class call. So we are planning to use 6 columns for each individual block. That is why we need to put here call and S6. Now we have chosen this lower device display. That is why we provided here this S6. In case if we targeted the medium device display, then we had to put here M6 or we had to put L6 in case if we are targeting the larger desktop preview. So in case of this one, we are targeting practically the lower device display. So that is why we will be using this S prefix over here. Now this is the first block that we have created. In the next case, we are putting another block S6. So 6 plus 6 equals to 12, and this never goes beyond the maximum of 12 grids in case of our Materialize CSS. All we have to do now, we have to put some content inside it. So I'm going to copy this one and I am going to paste it over here. We will be needing another content here. So we are copying this one and we are putting it here. Now all we can see that we have created 2 individual blocks of 6 columns wide, and it is targeted for this lower device display. So what exactly is it going to do? It is practically going to put all these contents displayed horizontally side by side. So this is the exact clause we are doing it for lower display device width. Now if we put it up to this far and get back to our project and reload, we will see that this is the result so far that we are looking at. Now I guess there should be some kind of background color in order to understand the gist of the things those we are trying to say over here. Those will be a little bit more easy to understand this with background colors, and that is how we will be exactly understanding how wide these particular individual blocks are. Right now we ain't using any kind of custom style sheet of our own. That is why we cannot do any modification to all those things, any kind of customization into it. So we will be using the Materialize CSS components and classes. Those have been provided to us. So in order to get essence to that, first thing, all we are doing here, we are putting this class red, and here we are putting another class of yellow. Now all those classes and their exact usage, those will be discussed later. But the first thing is, we are using all those classes here. Just put here red and yellow, these 2 classes. Now get back to your project and reload, and you will see that a red box and a yellow box is being appearing over here. Now we have targeted the lower device width. So if we press Ctrl Shift M and get back to the lower device display of 320 pixels and scroll down, we can see that all those contents, those are practically horizontally aligned side by side under this lower device display of 320 pixels. And the exact same thing will be observed in a larger desktop preview. So this is it. We can see that for a larger desktop preview, all your contents, those are coming along sidewise. And this is the same scenario in case of mobile display. And moreover, this exact same thing will be observed in case of any kind of display it is, whether it is a medium one or it is a larger one or it is a smaller one. every time these contents will be placed along sidewise. But what if we would like to have that our contents are practically horizontally aligned up to the medium device display width only, but below that all those contents, those will be vertically stacked one over another. So the solution is very simple. If we get back to our project, and here instead of S6, if we use here M6 and reload. Now if we reload, we will see that for this medium display device width, all those contents, those are practically appearing horizontally sidewise. But in case of lower device display, all those contents are vertically stacked one above another. This will be the exact scenario if we target the larger desktop preview. That means up to this larger desktop preview, all those contents are supposed to align themselves in a horizontal manner, in a horizontal display. But beyond that particular larger desktop preview, those contents are supposed to take place vertically stacked one above another. This is the exact reason we are using here this call L6. So we have mentioned everything over here. Now if we get back to our project and reload, we can see that for lower device display, all those contents are vertically stacked one above the other. In case of this medium device display, we are practically right now into this medium device display, and we can see that still those contents, those are vertically stacked one above the other. But in case of a larger device display, you can see here clearly, this is the larger device display, 993 pixels. Starting from this 993 pixels, you can see that all those contents, those are practically coming sidewise. Those are appearing sidewise. So this is what we have practically mentioned over here, that these contents are supposed to keep maintaining their horizontal display until the device width is within a larger desktop preview. But below that, all those elements, those will be falling back into a vertically stacked position, as we can see over here.